Hi, everyone, and welcome to the episode 1 of the pilot training for IL3. I just have a few things I want to go over with you in this episode, specifically just the general idea of what piloting in IL3 is all about, what our expectations are of you, and so on. I hope to keep all of these episodes under 5 minutes. So let me just kind of go through some of these things with you. All right, so let's first talk about in IL3, why do we pilot? What is the purpose of the pilot? What are our kind of expectations of you? First thing we want you to know is that in IL3, we had a transition team transition all the courses, basically translate the courses from Brain Honey to IL3. So if you think about using a Google Translator, I was a Spanish teacher for many years. If you were to have everything translated with a computer translator, that's kind of what you get when you get an IL3 course. I wish we could say that they're more polished. They probably more are than my analogy here, but I want you to be aware that there's going to be lots of problems in your course that we need your help to fix so that we can get ready for other instructors to come behind you. The purpose of the pilot is to get that polish put on as much as we can. As I go through here, I just want to make sure that you also understand that we are moving to a publisher model in IL3. So there's no more master derivative. It used to be in Brain Honey that we had one master course and you didn't edit things in your own section because it might make it so that those changes didn't trickle down into your course. In IL3, that's not the case. We have one master course that we call a reference course, and we make new copies. We publish new copies every semester. So it's a publisher model. When we publish the course, that's the way it is. That means that we need you as a pilot instructor to make sure that you submit all the changes and fixes so that the course improvement team can get all of those changes made in the reference copy so that when the next version is published, it's as clean as it can possibly be. They may ask you to make some of those changes, but most of the time, pilot instructors will not make a lot of changes to their course. They'll just submit all the changes that need to be made to the reference course. All right, so what do you need to do as a pilot instructor? Let's just talk about a couple things. We want you to be present as the instructor in your course. First and foremost, you have students. Please teach them. Do all the things that make you a great teacher. But beyond that, we also want you to be aware of any and all problems that students and instructors would see or experience in your course and do what you can to submit fixes to get all of those things resolved. We want you to think about the instructor experience, not just for you, but for everybody else. You know, you may not like groups, but what if other people do? Groups are something that we really want to have designed into courses. It's a really big problem for instructors to set up from the beginning groups. We only want instructors trying to manipulate group enrollments, not creating groups and assignments and pages and all the things that are involved with that. We want you to think about the student experience. Are the instructions clear? Were there things there? Lots of times we're seeing there's language that refers back to Brain Honey, like notes from instructor, for example. Those notes from instructor pages don't exist anymore. We're using announcements. Little things like that. You might find nuances in the text of your course. If you find them, submit those so we can get them all fixed. And then the last thing I'll just say is that we want you to remember to submit anything and everything that you see as a course fix. This is not available right this second today, but probably by the time most of you see this, there will be a widget that's going to start appearing in the home page of your course that only instructors will see. And on that, we'll have the link for how to submit a course fix or improvement. So we want you to use that. All right, the last thing we want to talk to you about is instructor support. When you're piloting, there's a couple ways for you to get supported to get things done in your course. First of all, submit a ticket. The course improvement team is fielding those tickets, escalating them as they need. They will take those up to Micah Murdoch on the transition team. You should not reach out to contact Micah Murdoch directly unless you're having significant problems getting things done in your course, getting them fixed in your course fast enough for you to test out. If that's the case, submit the ticket and then forward the ticket number to myself or Micah Murdoch, and we'll help you get those things fixed up. But he really can't take care of you unless you have the ticket first. And then the last thing, I want you to remind everybody that there is the IL3 community group. Please use that community group to ask questions. You may not feel comfortable submitting a ticket on something that you're not sure about. Ask a question. My team is in there every day We're subscribed, so anytime you start a post, reply to a post, we're getting notifications and we're responding to those as quickly as we can. That's the basics. I'll have a lot more in the next couple episodes, but I just wanted to say thank you to each and every one of you for piloting ILearn3. I know that at some times it can feel like we made the wrong decision, and you may feel that way. And we want to tell you we feel your pain. We've been there. But we can't go back to ILearn2. We are going forward. We're pressing forward. We're going to make it. And it's because of your faith and your hard work that we're going to be able to do that. And we just want to say how much we appreciate you and value you. And we're here to support you. Have a great day.